What's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer, and welcome to your daily silver stacking video. Thank you for tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we are back coming stronger than ever. My laptop is fixed, but since I haven't posted in 5-6 days, my videos are not gonna do very good. The YouTube algorithm pushes channels and content that are constantly uploading daily. So please like this video and leave a comment, even if it's just a thumbs up or saying hi or whatever. Please like the video and leave a comment. Share the video. It will get recommended more as the algorithm will push the video more. If you could do that for me, I would appreciate it greatly. I also did want to mention my moderator Joker's Wild is having a tough time right now, going through a lot. This guy spends hours a day going through all of my YouTube comments, deleting the comments of the scammers and the impersonators, and then sends the link to the channel to me, and I block them. He has saved probably hundreds, if not thousands, of people from getting scammed. So if everyone could just shout out Joker's Wild, just leave him a nice message, words of encouragement, that'd probably mean a lot to him. I mean, he seriously spends hours a day just trying to keep you safe from getting scammed. So shout out Joker's Wild. We all appreciate you so much, my friend. Keep your head up. Now, what is silver price? What's going on with silver prices? We're going to be going over that today. I mean, there's been a lot that's happened within 5 days, which is so crazy to think. Precious metals is not Bitcoin, but nowadays with so much happening, prices do move and are reflected as if it was a crypto. So we're going to go over what silver prices are doing, why it's happening, and then we're going to go over moving into next year. I found a couple different articles we're going to go over. Maybe even, I have 2 or 3 we're definitely going to. Maybe if we have time, we'll go into this 4th one. But I just want to kind of wrap up what prices are doing, why they're doing them, and most importantly, what we should do about it. So let's jump into this. Silver prices have moved lower and continued to trend lower. I actually want to bring up a chart right now and see, just what the chart looks like for silver prices. So we see, here's the 1 month chart. So we just see huge decline. And for me, that just looks like a beautiful opportunity to buy silver for cheaper. People that probably just jumped on the silver bandwagon, maybe looking at this and getting a little, a little skeptical, a little uneasy. But true silver stackers, we look at this and we're like, yes, moving into the holidays, we get to buy silver for cheaper. And, usually during the holidays, precious metals are pretty bearish, right? I mean, people are traveling with friends and family. Not much is going on. So anyway, gold prices also declined, taking down the entire precious metals complex. The dollar moved higher. And that's the part that's the most important. The dollar moved higher. Yields also moved higher despite riskier assets like stocks moving lower. Wholesale inflation rates rose more than expected ahead of the Fed's 2-day meeting. That's another thing that also affected the price dramatically. When the FOMC, when Federal Chairman Jerome Powell, when he comes out and they mention something, all that information, even if it's taken out of context or assumed, assuming what they're going to say, it's going to affect the markets, and not just precious metals, all the markets dramatically. So most expect the Fed to accelerate its tapering and for individual forecasts to shift. And that's expect. We don't even know yet, but they're expecting this to happen. So we're assuming this is going to happen, which means they are making decisions off of this assumption, which means the markets are being affected by something that we are just assuming, but we don't know. The Fed is now expected to raise interest rates twice in 2022. So we're going off of almost a false price right now because we don't know, especially in today's day and age when we are looking at information, or when we're looking at, what's going to happen in the economy. Things are so wishy-washy. We don't really know, right? We really do not know what's going to happen. So I mean, here's another one. It's talking about how the silver is tumbling to fresh multi-month lows under $21.80, and that is also post the hot U.S. PPI report. And this is showing that prices were rising 9.6% year on year versus the expectations for 9.2%. And this is all having to do with silver versus the dollar. Talking about Fed interest rates, all of this, they expect the markets, the bank, to announce a doubling of the pace of its QE, or quantitative easing, and that's to taper to $30 billion per month from the current $15 billion per month, which is huge. If they're actually going to cut this in, or double it, that would be huge. This could affect the prices dramatically, but like I said, this is all assuming. They are running this information off of assumptions, but you know the Feds, they give false hope. I like Federal Chairman Jerome Powell. He is more realistic than most, but still we're going off of something that we don't know. They're saying this could happen, but when the time comes, are they really going to double it? So here is something interesting. We always talk about what the prices are doing right now, but we don't know for sure. We never talk about what's up next. So this is an outlook going into 2022 where market watchers share their thoughts on what's ahead for the precious metals world. So after outperforming gold by 51% in 2020, silver was unable to maintain significant gains in 2021. Now, a lot of people, and if you didn't watch my channel, you probably didn't know this. In 2020, silver was the number one performing asset. It beat everything. Stocks, Tesla stock, Amazon. Silver was the number one performing asset. I think gold was number 5 or 6, but silver was number one. You know why you probably didn't hear about that though? Because it was silver. If it would have been Amazon stocks, or if it would have been, gold or something, articles would have been written everywhere. But since it was silver, everyone swept it under the rug. But anyways, in 2020, the white metal saw a price rise of nearly, or an impressive 43% between January and December, primarily driven by investment demand and safe haven interest. However, the price has contracted 16% since the start of 2021, and that's when it was sitting at $26 per ounce. You have to also remember, the Wall Street silver stuff happening in February. All that really did affect the price as well. Investor demand drove prices to an 8-year high of $28.55 in February, and that was short-lived. That was from the Wall Street silver push. A lot of people call that a fail, but for a group of, a couple thousand people to push silver up to 8-year highs within a couple of months is not a fail, in my opinion. Plus, think of all the new silver stackers. I'm sure a large majority of you watching this video right now were brought into the silver world from Wall Street silver. So that was not a fail, in my opinion. Unable to breach the $30 level, silver trended lower after touching a 4-month high of $27.92 in June. Silver prices received a huge boost in the first half of 2021 due to some short squeezing by retail investors, also U.S., Joe Biden's, stimulus measures and rebounding global industrial production. Market concerns around rising inflationary pressures also supported prices due to silver's attractiveness as a hedge against inflation, right? More recently, the Federal Reserve's decision to speed up tapering of its quantitative easing purchases, and markets bringing forward their expectations for U.S. rate hikes, in the first half of 2022, and from the fourth quarter of 2022, months earlier, has dramatically taken the shine off silver demand and consequently sent prices lower. So there is a lot happening right now, but let's look at their outlook for 2022. So they are saying demand soars to 6-year highs, and that is very important. There is a direct correlation between silver demand and silver prices. When silver demand is higher, the prices move with it. If you ever look at a graph from silver demand to silver's price, it's almost identical. It almost moves identical. And we're talking about demand soaring to 6-year highs. There's already a silver shortage. Do you think we're going to be able to keep up with that demand, especially moving over the next 5-10 years? No, there's no way. So silver's move to $28.55 wasn't the only milestone the white metal registered in 2021. Demand for ETPs, or exchange traded products, touched an all-time high, and that topped over a billion ounces, 1.2 billion ounces. That is insane. That's insane. Over a billion ounces. Do you think we have that type of physical silver? No. The silver market's expected to record a physical deficit in 2021, and this year's interim report from the Silver Institute notes at 7 million ounces. This will mark the deficit since 2015. And it's likely to grow years ahead. Demand stemming from the green energy space, specifically solar panels, will call for more silver annually, right? We're talking about solar panels, electric vehicles, silver lithium-ion batteries. So, I mean, there's silver's used in everything from medical wall paint, dental alloys. There's colloidal silver, silver nanoparticles, PV cells, which are photovoltaics, which are used in the solar panels. I mean, silver is used for everything and anything. So if there's already demand, or a demand topping a billion ounces, already a shortage, the U.S. Mint, Perth Mint, all these mints that they'll only throw out 13-15 million ounces, are having a hard time coming up, with 13 million ounces when demand is topping a billion ounces. You can see how this is starting to play into the premiums, or what's making silver have these extremely high premiums. American Eagles, $15-16 over spot price. So this is quoted. I cannot for the life of me imagine a world in which we can conjure up to an extra 300 million ounces of silver just like that. It would be hard to work. So from that perspective, and again, overlaying an investment demand side of things, we're quite bullish on silver, right? Where do you think the new Green Deal is realistic if there's already a silver shortage? Where's that silver going to come from? Just out of thin air? No, it's got to come from somewhere, and it's not looking like there's anywhere for it to get it from. Whether it's innovation of mining out of the ground, whether it's space mining, right? Whether it's taking it from us, kicking our door in, stealing our safes. Regardless, it's not realistic. Right, it's not realistic. There's already a silver shortage, but over the next decade and continuing on, there's nowhere for all this silver. We don't have anywhere to get it from. So they're talking about tailwinds from inflationary environment, and this is from the widespread cost increasing in the U.S. and elsewhere have not moved the price of silver. Inflation is expected to add tailwinds for the silver price in 2022. So you have here and there, right? Some things looking like it's going to be bullish for silver in 2022, and then we also have articles like this from JP Morgan saying the average price of silver is going to be $20.48 in 2022. So it's pretty wishy-washy, and really it's all a prediction. It's all a forecast. It's all a guess, because remember, a wrench could get thrown in and send prices flying or crashing. Do you think anyone from 2019 moving into 2020, all those forecasts were accurate? No, because nobody could have guessed there would be a global virus to all of a sudden happen, right? Nobody could have guessed anything. And when you're looking at the unknown variable, you have to incorporate that, especially in today's day and age, especially with the silver shortage, especially with everything else happening around the world. This is the time. If you want to expect crazy silver prices, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're living in crazy times. The time would be now. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you thought this video was 1, educational, 2, informational, 3, at least entertaining, make sure to hit the like button. Expect a lot more videos coming your direction. Make sure you tune in to all of them. Please like the video. Please leave a comment. Shout out Joker's Wild, my friend. Everyone send him some love, because he really has saved so many of you from getting scammed, and he's just a great guy. So yeah, I love you all. I'm so glad to be back. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like it. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.